Hello, my name is Philip. I am the CEO of PH Properties. In this video, I am going to talk about PH Properties, what we do, and then what we want to achieve. I hope by the end of this video, you are either going to be our client or our co-investor. Stay tuned for the details in this video, and you are going to love it. So, PH Properties, who we are. So, we are a real estate company in Ghana that we are building modern and affordable homes for Ghanaians. So, Ghanaians in the diaspora and Ghanaians at home, we are building modern and affordable homes. So, our vision is to solve homelessness and shelter issues in Ghana and in Africa as a whole. So we have the aim of moving across Ghana to other parts of Africa and to help solve homelessness issues that has been persistent for a very long period of time. So what we are doing is that our plan is we are building homes for people to buy. So people that wants to buy and live in their homes, people that wants to buy and use it for rent, we are doing it for them. So let's talk about people in the diaspora. If you are in the diaspora and you want to build a home in Ghana or in any part of Africa, most of the time there are issues with land acquisition, issues with construction, and all of that. I have a lot of people that one of them was recently telling me they've sent thousands of pounds home for people to build for them, but to no avail. The building was not done, and many people are discouraged from going back home to even build because most of them are staying abroad and they need to have people doing these things for them, and people are not reliable. People are misusing their monies and all of that. And that is why we have come with a solution to build to build the apartment or the homes for people in the diaspora without them going to have any stress and troubles. In Ghana, if you want to build acquisition of land, most of the time there will be litigations on the land. There is land guard systems and so many things. Many people don't have the time to go through all the stress, and it can be very demoralized and when some of these things happen to you. So we promise affordable litigation free lands that are available, and we are going to build for you so that you don't have to stress yourself in all of this. So that is what we do. So we have our own lands that we are developing the real estate for people in the diaspora. And if you are in Ghana, we are aiming and targeting all civil and public servants in Ghana. You are a teacher, you are a nurse in Ghana, you are thinking of having your own home. We want to give you the opportunity to have your own home, that you will not stress yourself that much. So because of the nature of the people we have in mind, since we are looking at people in the diaspora and people at home, we have made a flexible payment plan. So if you have the money and you can purchase upfront, that is fine. But the payment plan is this: we are giving you a flexible payment option. So if you want us to build apartment for you, you make a deposit of 30%, and then 30% deposit when it is made, we will build for you, and the 70% of the payment, we are going to have a flexible payment plan, that is payment by installment arrangement with you. Then we are going to spread it and pay it. So some people may want to pay the money monthly. That is fine. We will consider that. And then if you also want to pay by installment, maybe 2 or 3 installments, the remaining 70%, that is also fine. We will have the agreement with you and we are going to build for you and you are going to pay us in installments. That is flexible. So everybody can partake and to do it because building in Ghana is not that cheap. And then when we have this flexible scheme, it will help my colleagues, nurses in Ghana, teachers, and all other professionals in Ghana to have their homes without having to stress themselves that much. So that is our aims for doing it. And the flexible payment plan is for everybody, whether you are home or you are abroad. You can go through that payment plan and then we will work with you. And our second thing we are doing is that we want to invite many people as possible to invest in this company. It is a vibrant company that is run by the youth, young men and women like myself, very young and energetic. It is not a company for the affluent. So we want to give the opportunity for many young people out there. That does not exclude the old men. If you are old and you want to partner with us, you want to invest in us, we welcome you so much. We want many people to come and invest in us so we can build modern and affordable homes for people in Ghana and beyond. So this is how the investment plan also go. So we will have the amount you invest with us. We have the average term of 18 months. Ideally, within a year, we should be able to get the money back for you. But because of other factors, in building, sometimes construction delays and everything, so we have made an average of 18 months so that it will cater for all the things that come up. So 18 months, then the money you invest in us, we are going to give you 15 to 20% of interest on your returns of investment, depending on how much you put. So anybody that is going to invest £10,000 or more, or $10,000 or more, then we will give you 20% interest. So, for instance, if you invest in PH properties, £10,000, then at the end of the period, that is at the end of 1 to 1.5 years, we are going to give you 20% interest. So that would be 2,000. So if you invested 10,000, the total amount we are going to give you at the end of the period is going to be 12,000. That is huge. And then if you invested 20,000, we are going to give you 4,000 interest. That is for 20%. So at the end of the day, you are going to take 24,000. And people that are going to invest below 10,000, that $10,000 or £10,000, we are going to give you 15% interest at the end of the period. So if you invest 5,000, then we are going to give you 15%. 10% of 5,000 is 500. So 15% of 10,000 is £750. So let's say you give us that money, £5,000, $5,000. At the end of 1 year to 1.5 years, we are going to add 750 for you. And then if you invest 2,000, you are going to have about £300 as interest. That's it is for you. So the amount you invest, anything below 10,000, we have made it that flexible because, as I said, we want many people to come on board. The main aim is to solve the issue of homelessness in Ghana. It is so pathetic to realize that many people are struggling with getting a place to put their head, and this is when government institutions come in trying to build affordable homes, and they are not able to deliver to the people in Ghana and in Africa. And as individuals, we think it is time that we can also help contribute to solving some of these issues. So that is our main aim. That is why we have also lowered the amount you can invest in us, so that we will all solve this problem together. So any amount is welcome: 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000. Any amount you will bring us with 15 to 20% interest, we are going to give you. We want to say that do not put your money in the bank. The banks are going to give you. I am with the Barclays Bank and other banks. Let me talk about Barclays. So the current rate for Barclays is 4.5%. And we know we are in our new fiscal year. So according to the Bank of England, interest rates are going to go down. It is anticipated that interest rates will go down to less than 4.5% that we currently have now. It was previously 4.75%, and they reduce it, and they are going to further reduce it. So imagine you put your money in the savings, you put your money in investment plans, and at the end of the period, they are going to give you 4.5%, while you can bring the same money and invest in PH properties. And at the end of 1 year to 1.5 years maximum, we are going to give you 15 to 20%. And aside the many returns you are taking, you are also helping a community that is solving the problem of homelessness in Ghana and in Africa as a whole. You don't have to be a Ghanaian to invest in PH properties. PH Property is an international brand. Wherever you are, you can invest in us. We are credible. And then we are building properties. We are building homes for the Ghanaian community. And we hope to move to other countries in the near future. We hope to have partnership with other people, other real estate agents, other individuals, other investors, and we are going to deliver. We have contractors that are on site 24/7 that are working to deliver the homes, to deliver the shelter, to deliver the apartment for the Ghanaian community. So this is who we are. This is our vision. We want you to support us. If you want to buy a home, somebody will say that currently I am living abroad, so I don't know if I will need an apartment in my country. Yes, I would say yes. So even if you are living in abroad, you can have your own home in your country. One, it serves as a form of security. Now look at the situation where Trump in the US is deporting a lot of people back to their homes. If you had invested some monies in building a home, that would be a form of security for you. Let's also look at the fact that when you have your home, you have your apartment, even if you are not available, you can rent it out and it is going to give you a steady income. What about that? That is very massive that many people have not really considered that option. It is going to give you an income for it as well. And then let's also talk about the fact that anytime you go back, you have a place you call your own home. You are going to stay. Recently, I had a discussion with a friend that was telling me that for us that we are living in Europe and in abroad, no matter the status you have, whether you have permanent residence or you are on a visa and everything, you cannot guarantee the safety and the security of staying here, because now there are a lot of migration rules, migration policies and changes. What if today a government makes a legislation in parliament and they say everybody should back off, go to their home country, do you think you have a place to live, or you are going to back to live with your family? That is it. So you have to start thinking about having something at home. Even if you are not going to stay there, it can generate a lot of income for you. And that is what we want you to do. And PH Properties, we can assure you that we will build a quality home for you that you can use for any purpose that you use. Let's talk of Airbnb now. When you have a property in Ghana, you can use it for Airbnb, and it is going to generate a lot of money for you. So building home in Ghana does not necessarily means you have to be present there to stay in there. It can be a source of financial wealth creation for you as well, and that is what we want you to do. And then it can also help solve the issue of homelessness for most people. So that is basically about PH properties. Thank you for watching. I will come to your way again with more information.